Well, what?
But that turn out to want to do something.
Right. Who are these people? What are they doing?
They're being idiots.
Yeah, exactly. They deserve to die.
What happened to my HP bonus from the fat factory? You didn't give it to me. I only have 6.
The AC bonus from the backpack.
HP.
So it bounces off the fat. Oh, thank you.
No, I'm supposed to have extra HP because I'm fat. And you can get it.
Oh, well, it's,
You have a constitution, which is -1. So this would be a 5, but it's actually a 6 because you have a +1 on the hit point. So you have a D6 that starts out at 6, right? You have a -1 because of your constitution, so you would have a 5, right? And then you have a +1 because of the fat factor. So the fat factor is there. It's, it is.
Oh.
That's done. You frightened me there for a moment. Because, you know, the power of the fat. You have to keep the power of the fat.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good.
I have my swimming pool rush.
Yeah. Excellent. Woo-hoo. And then what are the negatives on your fat factor? What are the downsides of the fat factor?
Climb, faint.
Very good. Yes, of course. Oh, and by the way, this fat factor is going to be changing. Oh, yes. Who knows what direction we're going? What? The fat factor.
The fat factor.
The fat factor, exactly. Very key. For those.
never like peanuts. I know
Oh.
it's sorry.
Oh. Yes, what are you doing? Stripping the chocolate off? Oh, that's beautiful.
Use someone likes food.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you know, we're not characters, right? So, just because we're a character likes food doesn't mean that she in any way likes food.
Exactly. I certainly like food, but I'm even better parent.
So really, actually, this whole thing is a vicarious, experience for you. You eat all different types of things in a session. And you know, since it's a fantasy game world, you don't even have to limit yourself to whatever normal things.
I wasn't going to, but I couldn't find anything interesting to eat. I
Scary.
couldn't eat the quad. I can't lick the guy.
You can gnaw on the raft, right? You can start. Or
Right.
seaweed.
I consider that, but I didn't want to-
There was seaweed, right?
Yeah, no, but I wanted to like the seaweed.
There's seconds on the
Well, I wanted to see.
Yeah, go.
That was the seaweed to prevent the
Push
fish
on.
lighting on fire.
See, the whole point of these intermittent breaks is to stuff ourselves with caffeine and calories and other types of things. So that, you know, we're calm, composed. When we're
So-
out of the session.
My mom wanted me to pack a bologna sandwich.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you have to understand, the bologna sandwich is the only thing like I've been having for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing in the fridge.
Oh.
So
Well, you know, you may want to tell your parents about that.
I tried not.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get other lunch meat, you know, eventually.
Sorry, I forgot.
Did they buy like the Costco version of the bologna to begin with?
Yeah.
Load it in, right? You know, men, you know, like dollies and
Giant
shit.
thing of bologna, yeah.
There you go. So I just recently have discovered like my most favorite roast beef meat ever. Thuman's roast beef. Oh my god, it's fantastic.
So the second time around it was good too?
It was good as well. So it's not like those times where you get something and then, you know, it sucks the next time around. All straight good. Well, it's actually really good.
Wow.
Yeah, totally. So I'm sold. I'm totally sold. So the next time that I go there again, so I just polish up another like pound and a half. But next time that I go there, I'm gonna have them give me 2 pound shave. I'm just gonna like get a little bowl and just eat it straight all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Or better yet, take it and then use it to slop up some hummus. Oh.
If you have to shave it not too thin, you can wrap it up and make little spoons out of it.
Ooh, there you go. Actually, the slices I just got a moment ago was the perfect wrapping slice. I think so it was a little bit thicker, so it's totally held together. So you can't lose thick or thin. Well, good, great food action. This is great. So if you could have your parents get some type of food, what food would you have them get? cold pastrami guy or a hot pastrami? Hot pastrami. That's a wise move, really.
Watch out with the wood.
Yeah.
Excellent, very good, perfect.
Use this. 3 of these.
Oh, where did you send Mark and Anna to? Where did you send Mark and Anna to?
Oh, they're in our groups and they get a coffee.
I see here. They're percolating it.
There's Tom.
The beginning of truth here. Take it.
Oh, that's the little harbor little logo there. It's very toss. I'm looks.
I'm beginning to think there's a secret passageway that way, because this one's not.
There is.
There is,
Really?
Yeah.
well, not passive.
There's 2 actually.
Well, I don't know about the other one.
So that's pretty exciting.
There's like, even me like could fit in here.
Now that's not. Where does it go?
That remains to be seen, but I don't want it to do the first one down that quarter.
Okay. Oh, it goes down?
If you've got time to eat it quickly, let's have no eating at the table while we're actually playing. Type of thing. Drinks are a lot. Drinks are fine.
Drinks are coming?
No, drinks are fine. Drinks are fine. But I find that like chewing and also starts to scratch.
Woohoo! All my dice sounds.
Right. Unlike people playing with dice. Oh, damn! You have to read some, meet some rattlesnakes in the jungle now.
Oh, sure.
That's too good a sound.
No, it's like
Yeah. You can eat a rattlesnake when he goes out there. What? I know. Yeah.
she's good at that.
Okay, I've gotten through the first safety layer.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is a new little package.
Well, they have plastic on top.
See, this is what our party's gonna be like. The men are like, no!
Except they whack.
Yeah. Thank you, so.
Okay.
That's what I'll be doing. I'm like,
Beauty first.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, since I'll be right back. Sorry.
Sure. We were all here, and then we stopped being all here. Now we're in different universities.
Sorry, I'm working harder while making my racial prejudice.
So do the things next to
You
these
can be
people,
racially biased as long as you want.
or do they not?
What thing next to what?
All these numbers like.
Your character doesn't look like there very much.
Oh, what happens is
I don't mind that at all. I
T
just
stands
don't
for
like
total.
people picking on the
And
next.
what it is it's the sum of all the things to the right.
Picking on the what?
So
Defenseless people.
always get an ability
I wasn't
that
picking on it, I
modifies
was
your
just,
skill.
you
You
know.
were picking on by
You have ranks
your
that you spend
Okay.
skill points. That's the thing that begins the
Trying to get
calculation.
them to
You
tell
choose
us
what
remember
skill
what's
you
going on.
spend points in.
Now we have catatonic.
And every time you go up a level, you get more ranks. More ranks in skill.
Catatonics better than
The synergy is true. It's something that a lot of ranks in a scale, it will help another scale. Okay, right? The equipment is just like whatever sort of equipment you have, your stuff, your block. And the standard thing is there is what's called the armor check penalty. So if you have a -2 armor check penalty right here,
What?
and that's because you're wearing set level.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
And now you have all
yeah.
these skills, just standard. Right? Swim gets hacked twice. Right? And then, which moves it, and then you'll get, as you go along, you'll get other equipment that will modify yourself as well. And then other is just like, sometimes there's just other stuff that modifies it. Right? Your size might modify it, your race might modify it, other type of stuff might modify it. In your case, I don't even think you have what do you do? You're a half elf, that's reasonable.
Exclamation points, isn't
The exclamation,
you were happy?
no, the exclamation point, these are legends. So the star means that it's because of the armor. The thing you do is because you're a half elf, compared to me. And then this will happen because of your size modifier, but you don't have the size modifier, so they can block.
Okay.
I totally forgot about that. You're half elf. I get it. You're so good. I get it.
Any pointy ears on it?
Is this running?
Yeah, of course, it's fine. It's running all the time. You know, actually, I should probably check to make sure.
We're not running out of memory or...
Yeah, there you go. See what actually happens here.
We didn't compress it?
No, it's going straight. It says that it's still doing something, so I think it's still doing something.
We can play the game
It's
sponsored by
160
different corporations.
Just
For
drop it.
product.
What?
We need to get things sponsored by different corporations for product.
I have thought about that. Actually, I have thought about what I would really love, seriously, okay, is to call up whoever makes whoop-ass and get a can of whoop-ass and put it right here. And then, on a big combat, time to break open the can of whoop-ass, right? And we'll have the moment. Right? That'd be awesome, dude. I think I could get whoop-ass to pay me to do that. I don't know. We could all have cans of whoop-ass, right?
What is what that tastes like?
Well, it's basically one of the caffeinated kill your stomach, you know, Coke plus Mountain Dew plus Red Bull, you know, Jolt, exactly, and all this
The
weird
name
stuff.
doesn't inspire tastiness.
Yeah, but it's a lot of whoop-ass, actually.
So what are the two of you guarding those cookies are gonna have?
There you go.
Making food always fun.
There you go. Just grab it so naturally. Excellent.
Thank you.
Woo! Okay. Okay, let's start anti-fooding, de-fooding. Eat your food.
Can we take food off the...
Yeah, that's take it off the table. That's what I'm missing one. Okay. So, you take a, as he announced, a short hike up to the Fort HoldPass, which is in a sort of crevice in between two larger mountains, the seven and the block. For being so remote, as far as you can tell, in the middle of nowhere, there's actually a lot of people around, a lot of traffic that's going around the whole pass, at least on this side. And as you're going up, things get foggier and mistier, and to the point where it's almost difficult with which to see at points.
How far can we see?
How far? Oh, you got visibility all the way up to the pass, but then past the pass, it's all in fog. And so you get into the fort. You're obviously been expected. And when you go inside, it's very odd because you see different warriors of all different types of liveries, various other types of things. So you recognize Bavaria, but then there's warriors of all different other types of nations and all sorts of stuff. And it's a little bit confusing because aren't some of these nations at war with each other? Aren't some of these nations whatever? But everybody's just going about their business and not doing anything to the other people. Okay? The fort is rather substantial. Right? It can easily house 5,000 soldiers, fully manned and all this sort of stuff. It doesn't seem to have that many posted or on guard or any of this other stuff. So, in fact, it seems to have very few guards at all in the block. In the center of the fort is a large tower. So, Strick says, so we'll just be stopping, getting some supplies, some horses, some various other things that we need for our trip, and then we'll be headed out into the pass.
We're not going to be riding these horses, are we?
No, you're not going to get on horses.
Good.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, looks like there's no visibility there. Is it always like this?
These are the GemFog Mountains. They call them because there's lots of fog from the gems.
Is it dangerous up there?
That's a good question. Probably. In fact, I think the reason why they built this huge ass fort in the middle of nowhere is because it's really dangerous. In fact, the next 2 or 3 days of our trip will be the most dangerous part of the trip. Not because of anything here at Fort HoldPass, but because we'll be passing the closest that we'll ever come to the Grey Lands. So you need to be on high alert for the next few days.
Who are they to come to the?
To the Grey Lands, a large, monster-filled expanse filled with all types of badass shit. Every so often, it overflows into the valley, into the pass that we're going to be passing through. So we have to be very careful.
And what kind of creatures happen to come this way?
All types of stuff. I gotta do some more stuff here. Okay, he goes off. He takes Barnaby with him. I'll be looking after Barnaby for just a second here. I need to go do something. Okay. So, while you're standing around and all this various other stuff, these men in a totally different livery, okay, you don't even recognize what it is, some sort of law. And you have no culture. No culture.
I did.
Let's make a roll a culture check. No culture check.
It's 1
8. You can't really tell what it is.
I have
one of
an
these.
8 to no culture, but I have no.
You have no points in this one? Yeah. Good try. Good try. Good try. Okay, very good. Okay. The which moves it. You think it's probably one of the southern nations, but you can't really tell which. Okay. Anyway, as you pass by, okay, they see that you're with some of the soldiers who are in the livery of Octavia, okay? And they say, "Hey, look at this! They're getting women to fight for them now.
Oh,
It must be so pathetic over there in Octavia that that they need to get their women folk to fight." Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Oh man, and look at another one leans over. Look at some of the women that they have here. Oh my God, she could try to pull us over. I don't know what else she could do there. That was a lot. Okay. Woo! So, what are you gonna do?
Well, we can't kill anybody.
Right.
Well, we
And
can
so
Let's
Troy is
not get into it.
what? Not get into it. There's some block. Right. So Troy is like, yeah, it's a terrible shame that we can't kill anybody.
We can save it outside.
Beat the shit out of them though.
You think?
Say it under the same application.
So, you want to have some fun?
How many body parts constitutes like death?
That's a good question.
How many of them are there?
That's a good question. How many of them? There's 6. There's 6 of them. Okay. Well, what?
Are we in a populated area, like there are people around?
Yeah, there's bunches of people around. So.
I have an idea, guys.
What's that?
I know how to get them to a place where nobody will see us beat the shit out of them.
Ooh.
You know what? I want people to see us beat the shit out of them.
They do need to see.
Yeah.
They do need to be shown fear.
Excellent. Very good.
Can I
Very good.
suggest, what is your excellent ship companion and a fabulous fighter, that we do this ourselves? Tabard.
That's fine with me. I wasn't planning on stepping in.
Well, why don't we humiliate them as well then?
I think that's an excellent idea. So, gentlemen, today's going to be your lucky day. Oh, really? How are we going to get lucky? There's some luck. Today, my boss told me not to kill anybody, so I'll just have to settle for beating you.
No, I
Oh, what's your favorite idea? What's your favorite idea?
can disguise myself.
Cool.